On one of our 8 o'clock tours. I had one of the most annoying women on my tour that I had ever encountered in my life. At every location, she would interrupt, asking the most ridiculous questions.
Why'd you do that?
Good question. Maybe I should pick you. At every location, she asked these ridiculous questions, one of which was, does the water go all the way around the island? And I responded by, this is Mackinac Island, not Mackinac Peninsula. She said, is that a yes or a no? I said, yes, the water goes all the way around. We get just before St. Anne's, and she says, hey, how many rocks are there on the island? I said, rock formation? She said, no, rocks, and pointed at the ground. I just looked at her and said, lady, where are you from? She said, Grand Rapids. And I said, how many rocks are there in Grand Rapids? She said, I don't know. I said, exactly, how would I know that? We get just after St. Anne's, and she said, hey, what time does the Mackinac Bridge swing to the island? And I just kind of thought to myself, really? And I decided I was just going to go with it. I said, at 2:30 every morning, that bridge swings to St. Anne's. That's how the workers come and go. And she stopped and was thinking, and she said, well, how do you get off the island? Your midnight tour goes until about 2:30 in the morning. I said, I can't leave. I sleep in the park. I shower when the sprinklers come on. Anyway, as we're walking down, she said, hey, this alley is really dark and creepy. Will you tell me a ghost story? I said, ma'am, I don't know a ghost story of this alley. And we get right here, and she starts throwing a temper tantrum, jumping up and down and flapping her arms, saying she bought a tour ticket and she wanted to hear a ghost story right here, right now. What I need your help with is I need you to be that annoying woman. I want you to jump up and down and flap your arms and tell me you want to hear a ghost story right here, right now. You bought a tour ticket. Tell me when. Now, now, now. In a best girly impression. Jump like this. If you don't do it good enough, I'm going to ask you to do it again.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. When she does that, rather, I agreed to completely fabricate a story here. I actually live right there in that house. And I told everyone that I witnessed this giant hole open up, and demons came out and started pulling tourist bunnies and puppies into the abyss. You could tell that this story was completely fabricated. And as I was telling the story, she grabs my arm over and under. Over and under. We're not going to the prom. Both hands. Oh. And she starts shaking my arm. She was scared, though. She was really scared. Like, you want to really shake my arm. So don't stop until I tell you to stop. So I'm continuing with the story that she wanted to hear, and I'm like, what is this woman's problem? And I'm continuing, and she starts shaking my arm even harder. And I kind of look at her and say, what do you want? And she says, oh my God, look up the hill. What is that? Is he with you? That's your line. But you were good. I look up the hill, and what I see standing there is a soldier, rifle at the ready. The only time I look away was when she said, I'm really scared. Is he with you? But you weren't even looking up the hill. I look at this woman and say no, and I pull my arm away. Look back, and that soldier was gone. All 14 people on this tour said they saw that soldier vanish right before them. I didn't because of that woman. We've since dubbed this story the Lone Soldier, because death did happen by surprise to a lot of the soldiers here on the island. Oftentimes they were killed in an ambush so suddenly that they don't even realize they were dead. In their minds, they're still on patrol wondering what all of us are doing here now. This is the most convincing thing I've ever seen on this tour. Happened right next to where I live. Never seen anything here before or after. It was just that one night. I've since made a joke out of the story saying that that woman, or that soldier, was sent to take this woman out. Now, it could not have been an interpreter from the fort, like a lot of people will ask questions, because number one, the interpreters are never allowed to remove their weapons from the fort, and unless it's for a fort function, they're not allowed to remove their uniforms. After we witnessed this, half of that tour left, and she didn't say another word the whole night. This was what you were going to do, just so you know. A light round of applause for this woman.